Okay, so yeah, so here we're in the report side of it. So the first thing that we want to look at is click on the button to the right, and then where it says New Reports. Yeah, and I guess we built a report called a folder called Students. So we got enrollment there, so that's good. So what student and prospects, student leads. Let's hit the little plus beside that, yeah. And then let's just click on the first one, student leads. Okay, and then on the bottom right, there's a button that says create. Okay, just say no thanks for right now. So we've got a couple different areas that we work in this report editor, and they're in the kind of near the top in the middle is a gray area. And it says, first thing it says filters, and then the second thing it says show. And so if you just move your mouse straight up a little bit, and then right there, click the little down arrow. And then, here it's kind of like, hey, we want to show stuff. You're the only one really working with it, so my student leads would be enough. But in this case, we're going to move it to all student leads. And then that means if another person started to work on the admin side of it too, we would see the leads that they're putting in there. Okay, and then directly below that, we've got one that says date field. So let's go ahead and click that. And what we're looking at right now is kind of like the created date. So every time we create a lead, it'll show up into that. And then to the right of that, we can make a choice of, well, what is the time frame we want to look at? In this case, we're going to look at all time right now. So I want to look at all the leads that you've created since the beginning of time. Okay? If you go back to that all time and change that, and let's say that, yeah, click that down. And then if we scroll down a little bit, let's say scroll all the way to the bottom there in that little box that it gave us. At the bottom it could be like last 7 days. So just go ahead and click that. There we go. So now it's going to say, hey, the report's now going to show us the last 7 days. So when we go to save this, we can go all student leads. All student leads, all time would be the name of one report. And then we could save a different one and then say all student leads last week. And they would just be two different reports that we would have. Let's change the range back to all time. So we can see all the way, it's at the very top there. So scroll all the way up to the top. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now it's showing us, here are the student leads. What we're able to do is we can have fields that we can show on here. So if you put your mouse over the column that says title, it's just over to the right. So just down and to the right a little bit. So just, yeah, there we go. Click the little down arrow and then just say remove column. There we go. Yeah, the other thing you can do is put your mouse right on the word company and account. So hold the mouse down and drag it all the way over to the left. There we go. It's to the left. So go the other direction and keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. A little bit further. Keep going. There we go. Now put it there. That now just let go of the mouse. There we go. So you have a choice. You can hit the down arrow to remove it, or you can just put your mouse over it, and the stuff on the side, those are all the fields that we have to choose from. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So so if we scroll down, like one of the things that, so if you scroll all the way down, we have our custom fields at the bottom, and then you can see there's school location. Let's put your mouse over that, hold it down, and bring it and put your mouse right beside the word street, all the way up. There we go. And just, yeah, you can put it there. There we go. So that's going to show the student location, right? And then go grab program and intake. Let's bring those over. There we go. So there is the programs, and then there is the intake on that side of it. Okay, perfect. So now what we can do is we decide, okay, well, what kind of report is it that we're interested in? Yeah, let's get rid of rating because we're not going to use that one right now either. So these are all just leads that have not been booked, for demos or visits and stuff like that, right? So they're sitting there. I think the other thing that we want to look at is over on the left, up on the quick find. Just go up to the quick find up at the top. Now down just a little bit, right there. Type in status. Yeah. So, and then grab, you can see it says student lead status. Let's drag that over and put it into one of the columns too. There we go. So it tells us, hey, new, so those are new ones, or we've talked to them, so on and so forth. Okay. Sure, drag her over. Yep. There we go. So we're looking at, so some of the time, so an example of some reports that I would look at. So if we look at one where we say, hey, I want to show that we're getting lots of student leads coming in, what I would do is I would go to that down a little bit, and then there's a blue area that says tabular format. It's just over to your left. There we go, and select a little down arrow, and let's just change this to a summary. There we go. And then what I want to summarize is I want to summarize how often we're creating leads. So in the quick find, which is up in the top left, it says status in there. Let's backspace and let's type in created. So find, you can see there created month. So just actually, so back to get rid of the D. And then I think it might be create date. Take that, instead of dropping it in a column, drop it in that little blue shaded area just below the headers, right there. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now we've got created date over on, just scroll up a little bit, and then, yeah, no problem. And then you can see there, hit the little arrow right beside the word created date in the top row. Yeah, go over to your left. Yeah, and then click on that, and then say group dates by, and then let's go calendar week. Okay, so there we go. So that looks good right there. So now what we have is we've got a report that is showing us the how many leads we're creating, and this is just a preview. This is not all of the data that we're looking at right now. So go up to the top and click the save button. Okay, and then type in there student leads created by week. Okay, so now in the right now we could change the folder, but your personal, only you would see it. We could move it to right now. Let's just leave it in your personal ones right now, and then let's hit save. Okay, so now go up to the top and hit the button that says run report. So just, yeah, right there. There we go. So here's our first report, and it's showing us all the leads that we've kind of created by week here, right? And let me see here, created date. So keep going. Yeah. So and there's so we had a lot in the first one because that was our big, big input on that side of it. So one of the things that we can do is over on the right, there's a little pie chart. Click on the pie chart, and it'll just take a second for it to bring it up here. So yeah, these are all the prospects. None of these people have converted into student records yet. Yeah. So scroll up to the top of the page. Just on the right there, it might be up at the very top. There we go. So yeah, so here's an example of, so now we've got an image here that shows, by week how many new leads that you're getting. So and those are ones that, all the leads that are coming in. So it kind of shows you, so a couple things you can do at any given time. You can, the unfortunate part is when I print this out in a report, it doesn't actually give me the pie graph. So quite often I'll do like a print screen, right? I'll just say, okay, hey, here's a graph that's showing by week. And then what you can do is over to the right, there's a little gear. It's just down a little bit, down. Just go down a little bit more. Yeah. Hit that, edit chart. And then we could hit the bar chart with the bars going straight up if we wanted to. So yeah, there is it, that's per week on that side of it. So when you started, we entered the 50 in, and then that's what we're looking at, on that side of it. The other, hit the little line chart just over to the right, just the one more over, just over to the right, just, one over just a bit more to the right. So you're moving left, so there are a couple more, there we go, perfect. There we go. And there's the line chart, right, that kind of shows us, and we look for spikes and things like that, right? Yeah, that's not the same on that side of it. So let's go ahead and let's click the home page, and then go up to the top and click the little gear. So, yeah, and then hit edit page. Okay, and then over to the right. We've got, let me just see here, over to the left, sorry. Get the one that says report chart, hold your mouse down, and bring it and drag it just to the right. Just, just drop it just up a little bit. Just drop it right there, sure. Let's see if it went in there. There we go. Okay, so that's good. And then on the second component there, so just take your mouse and go left slightly, or not quite, go right in the middle, stop there now. Just go up to the right corner, just go down a little bit. Stay in that little component that we have. So move your mouse over to the left and stop just right there. So you can see just in the corner of the you're in, hit the little X. And that got rid of it there. So that's good. So, okay. Now click on the top one that we put in there. So what is that? All. Yeah, I know. So that's the messages. That's okay. There's our messages. Let's go back over to that report chart. And then just go up. Yeah, hold that down. Now let's drag it over. And then go up. And then bring it down just a little. Yeah, just drag it, drop it right there. That's good. Okay, there. And this is all mountain red messages, so that's fine. So what we want to do is the two rectangles below that. Put your mouse. Now hit the little thing in the corner. Let's get rid of it. We only need one of those. There we go. And then do the same thing for the one just above it. Okay. Now on the right hand side. Yeah, it won't. Okay, so that's fine. Click on the top one. Okay. And then go to the right hand side. Yeah, that's fine. So just so go to the right hand side, home page. So go back, click on that top one. There we go. Now go to the right hand side here, and let's change the report from all unread messages. Go down a little bit right there, and then let's see if we can find the one that we just created. Incoming messages, marketing, what do we call it? Student leads, I think. So it would be alphabetical. Sales, okay, sample, salesperson activity, where is it? It's got to be there somewhere. Outgoing messages. Sales. Might be because we have it saved in your in your, let's just go ahead and just hit the save button for right now. Okay, come down here and let's hit activate. Yeah, let's just go ahead and activate it. So, oh yeah, no problem. There we go. That's fine. Okay, let's go back to the reports tab. Let's grab that. Click on there. There we go. All unread messages, recent. So they must have just created all of these ones here for us. Over on the left-hand side, we should have the created by me. Let's see there. Activities by salesperson. No, let's go over to, there it is. Okay, perfect. Let's click on that. Let's go up and hit the edit button. And then go over to the far left and hit the save button. Or yeah, let's go, go report properties. Click on the report properties. And then instead of it being in your personal report folder, let's put it in the unified reports. Okay? Then click, we'll click save. Okay? And then now hit run report. And that way, yeah. Now we'll go back to the home page. And then let's go up and hit the gear to edit. There we go, edit page. Okay. So the first thing, let's get rid of the, let's go over to the down. Let's grab that reports chart, move it up, and drop it where the quarterly performance is. There we go, just drop it there. Now on the quarterly report performance, which is the second rectangle, just highlight it, and let's hit the X so we can get rid of it. Won't do it, okay. So that, you know what we could do with it, yeah, click on that one. Now let's go over to the right, and then let's report. And then let's see if we can find it. What did we say that, student leads. We should be able to reports, filter by, no, it should be able to, I'll go in and do it. I'll add it there because I'll fool around till later. So just hit the back. So we'll be able to do that for sure. So, but let's hit the back key. Say leave, there we go. Let's go back to the reports tab. Okay. So, and then the student leads one. So let's scroll down and we'll get the student leads one. I thought it should be on the top there. Recent. Go to public report. On the left, click on the one that says public reports. So just up a little bit. There we go. And yeah, you see it. There we go. Okay. Now, just as an example, let's hit the edit button. So this is a report that that we created to look at the dates here, right? But so now take your mouse and put it over the created date down a little bit. So just down a little bit in the blue area. Yeah. Now you can see that so just move it to the right a little bit, your mouse, and then put it right over there we go. You can see how it goes to the 4 little arrows. Just go up a little bit. Yeah. Right there. There we go. Now hold the mouse down and bring it up and drop it into the column right there. That's good. Just let it go. Now let's go and get the word program over to the right. Just down a little and drag it straight down. So put your mouse over. There we go. And drop it into that little blue area right there. There we go. Okay. So now here, let's go up to the Save As button up to the top left. Top left, yeah, just a little bit higher. It's up in the top left corner, a little higher, and over to the left. A little more. There we go. One more up a little bit more. Save As. No, not save. Yeah, Save As. And now let's go in here and let's call this student leads. Okay, and then by what is that field called? Go back up to, yeah, there we go. What did we call that field? It's say by program. There we go. So yeah, program. Go to the field just below it. Hit the underscore so you have that little line not there, right beside the word lead, right there. Yeah, and then put an underscore in there. So shift, there we go, and then type in program. There we go, and then let's change it to the Unified Public Reports, okay, and then go save and run report. So now we have it. So we've got 46 records where we don't have a program associated with them. So, again, we could come down and clean it up, or we could say, hey, we don't want to see those ones. And then there are, if somebody said, hey, I want to report by leads by program, this would be the report for us here, right? And then if you go up to the top right, you hit that little pie chart. And then there it is, and there it is by program. So we could get rid of the ones without, or just go back, and you might not have records on that side of it, right? So it's yeah. So I would say yeah. So it gives you an example. So again, I think click on the reports, click on a little down arrow beside, or that's fine. Click on that. Go to the student leads created by. Over to the left, by week. Click on that, because I think when we hit the save button, we actually have it programmed. So hit edit, and then go down and grab the word program and drag it up as a column. So there we go. Drag it straight up as a column. There we go. Just down a little bit right there. Drop it. Okay. Grab the created date column and move it down to the little blue area. Okay, go over to the left with a little tiny down arrows beside created date, and then let's go group date by, and then let's say calendar week. Okay, now go up and hit the save button up at the top left, because what happened, just cancel. What happened is you hit, when we changed it to program, you hit, instead of save as, you hit save, so you overwrote on the report that we had. Yeah, and now just hit run report there. Okay, yeah. And now, so the next example, so this is the report, student leads created by week. So there's our weeks. And then now if we go back up and we say edit, up at the top, grab the created date, move it up. Go over there to the right, grab school location, drag it down. There we go. And then go up and hit save as. And then student leads by location. And then we'll put it into your into the universal ones, the folder there. So just go to the report folder and change it to the public ones, just up a little bit. Yeah, no problem. There we go. Yeah, it's lunchtime, right? So it's so and there we are. And then you can hit the little graph. And again, we've got a lot of them that we don't have the location in, but we do have, so you can see over time, we'll be able to get, yeah, exactly. So now we've got 3 reports that you can go to that anytime you enter data, it's automatically going to populate this information.